before this video starts, please let me know what you guys think about the lighting in this video. Over the last few videos I made, I had so much great compliments on how I got this lighting and it looks super great. And you know, for me, I'm just never satisfied with a lot of things, even my work itself. And it's funny because it's going to contradict a lot of things I'm about to say in this video. I just want you guys to tell me, is the lighting for this, is it good? Is it not good? Any critiques, any thoughts? Just let me know. But let's get to the video. When it comes to film production, the best thing that I compare it to is basically a musical orchestra. A director can be seen as the conductor, the DP can be seen as the first chair, violinists will be considered camera operators, and also grips and everything else. I apologize, I didn't do music theory. But I make this comparison to say that if one thing falls out of place in this orchestra, the music is not going to sound great. The same rule applies when it comes to film production, where if one specific person who's not doing their task, things tend to fall apart. Oh man. Sorry about that. Back to the regular schedule program. But as a director, it is important for you to adapt when things start falling apart. I'm not saying that this shoot in particular was falling apart, but there were things that fell out of my control, and I did a few things to make sure that we stayed on track. In this video today, I will be breaking down Class Money and Mike Smith up-down video shoot, and I will be giving you guys what I did to prevent any mistakes from happening on set. Let's roll the video. Oh no, that's cool. Like, didn't I tell you the shoot starts at 8? Oh no, I said I was gonna come at 7:30. Yeah. Oh, for sure. By the way, I'm recording right now, so you could say what's up to the YouTube.
Yo, what up, guys? Make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you like, subscribe. You know, and you want to tap in with Reyes Productions always, man. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. For sure.
Bye.
First of all, remove perfect from your vocabulary. Just right now, my homeboy James just called me, disrupted my video. But it's cool because that's my dog. He didn't disrupt my video for real. I'm just messing around. But again, remove perfect from your vocabulary. Nothing on set goes perfect. Anything that you do doesn't go perfect. There's times where I'm actually happy things don't go perfect on set. And in this case, I think this video shoot is a perfect demonstration for that. Hold up, put money in there. I write it down. It's not. Okay, I just want to give you a shot on camera. That's just me. That's mine. Oh, a pole lot of fun. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
That's the company about poking us.
Yeah, right, man. Right now we're building a pose setup to start off our, well, I think it's gonna be our second scene for our video, first or second, whichever. But this is gonna be one of our more intricate scenes. We're gonna do some fun things with this right here. Follow me. In my 10 years of being a filmmaker, I have never had a shoot that has gone perfect. In one way, shape, or form, I'm always dealing with some type of on-set issue that really isn't much of an issue, but it set things back. For example, me and my crew accidentally powered off an entire mansion while we were shooting, and we had to pivot. I also had an incident where a yacht didn't show up for a yacht video shoot that I was doing, and we still made it happen. I just say all of this to say that I have not had a perfect film set life ever. Like, there'll be times where shoots go good, and there'll be shoots where it's things happen, but we end up figuring it out at the end of the day. And that's honestly the way I prefer it, because it makes it more fun to tell an interesting story, like I am doing right now. The one thing that I have told myself over these years, and I feel like maybe you should tell yourself this, is the product will be released no matter what you do. No matter what, the video will be released. And that is the mentality that you need to have whenever you come across issues.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you as well.
How you doing, bro? Keith. Good. Nice to meet you, Bobby.
Hi, nice to meet you.
What went to the girls? In the back? Getting ready? What up?
Things have never really gone so perfect on most of my video shoots, but I can always say that I've learned a great amount of resilience when I have to deal with these issues at hand. So rappers just come late. Artists come late sometimes, but specifically rappers at times. And I'm not trying to say that's okay, but at times that when I'm producing sets, I always come up with a backup plan when that happens. In this particular case, we had a featured artist on set. He came a bit late, which again is okay. But our original plan was for us to do the featured artist scene first, so we could get the model for the stripper scene out the way. We didn't want to keep her past the time that we booked her for, so we really wanted to make this happen right away. By the time it hit 11 o'clock, where the featured artist was supposed to come, we decided to pivot, and I decided to change my entire strategy up. Me and my assistant director had a contingency plan just in case things went a little bit left. When you're doing these sets, it's good to have an assistant director that's on the same page as you so you can make sure the job gets done. We decided to start by just getting the dancers and the main artist scenes out the way, but me and my assistant director kept a close eye on time just to avoid overages. If there's one thing about me and how I operate my sets is, I don't like to wait around and stick to the same idea when it's clearly not working. Some directors get married to an idea for so long and they just lose track of time. I don't do that. It's important to not lose the bigger picture, which is getting the shoot done. We have a full crew and we have a lot of moving parts on this set, so there should be no reason why this shoot can't get done. Being hired as a director does not only mean that your vision is going to be put to the test, but your ability to strategize will also be put to the test as well. So as you can see, steps is kind of just plugging and throwing air. My goal for this video shoot again is much cool, different, like shots, all that, just to act up.
I was like, what? Move it over more?
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out to my crew for just making it happen because we were dealing with a lot of weird things happening on this set. So just to clarify, the studio that we booked, it's like 2 studios but in one, but one business operate a certain way. But what we asked for was to close the entire, like, both studios down, which we did, but unfortunately the other studio accidentally made a booking and that booking actually came, but luckily they were doing their own thing somewhere else and we were just doing our own thing. But the manager came to talk to me and my DP just to let us know that, hey, this is going on, I'm trying to make a situation happen, but it seems like they're not doing their, whatever, they're not trying to move or whatever. They had a wedding engagement, which is like, okay, cool. Again, I'm not really bothered by it, but at the same time, it's like, I just hope that we do everything on time, and I hope they are very courteous on giving us a bit time back, but we ended up getting it done. At the end of the day, my goal was to get everything that I put on this treatment done. And speaking of treatments, I noticed that some directors just don't have treatments. So guess what I made? I actually released a treatment pack that gives you a step-by-step process on how to create a nice treatment so you could turn in for your project. The pack comes with 20 treatments all custom made by me. Some of these treatments actually have been approved by labels and have gotten me some very big gigs over the years. There's also some other nice assets in my store. Recently, we have just made a new cloud text pack that allows the users to create dope title cards but in cloud animation. This is super great if you want to create a unique title card for your music videos or other projects. I actually included some dope moving effects to also use for this cloud pack. This pack is definitely a must cop and you need to add this to your collection.
Fast money, my
So looking back at it, I realized that I haven't been talking too much about the project, so let me tell you guys the concept of the project. Class Money, which is the main artist, wanting to introduce himself as premier artist in the club. The whole goal was to have a young 18-year-old try to sneak in the club. Even though he is 18, he just looked too young to be in the club. So that was kind of the whole goal, to kind of solve the video. So we made a cool skit for that. We actually shot the skit towards the end of the video, which you guys are gonna see. Our goal was to make this scream Miami Vice, basically giving it some very colorful lights, creating intricate dancing scenes and great vibes. I did make one change to one specific set. Instead of shooting in this room where we actually have our crafty, I decided to switch it to a white room, which I felt would give us a more of a Miami Vice type of vibe. I already knew from the moment I saw this room that this was not going to work for what me and the artist was trying to do. So I was able to find a way to shoot in a different room, which was great. Sometimes, guys, if you don't like what you're working with, it's okay to ask for something else. Your name is going to be on the project. And for me, I take everything I make extremely serious. I don't ever want to feel like I'm ashamed to put my name on any project. So when I always ask certain questions is to make sure that everything works out for the long run. Yeah, getting paid thousands of dollars is great, but at the same time, how I display my art plays a big factor on my success. So for this scene, my goal was to make the most out of this room. Out of this entire studio, this is honestly my favorite set. Shout out to Jungle House, by the way. This is actually located in Little Haiti, if anybody wanted to know. It also had this really cool design in the background. It said Miami in neon lights, and I felt like this was perfect. So what me and my DP Jawan decided to do was to play off of that to create some interesting lighting. We raised the f22 on a combo stand. We used that to key the artist, and we had another light in the background, which I believe was the Aperture 300X. We attached that to a spotlight mount in the back to kind of create like a slash of light. This also played a bit as hairlight as well. We also had some tube lights in the background to help motivate the Miami neon light sign. I believe there were a few instances where we did Hollywood with tube lights, so we just didn't push in with the combo stand for space reasons. After this scene, the artist shortly arrived.
Yo, what do you do, man?
How you doing? We're gonna go over here, get Mike, Nick, all that, dancing, cool. Then we're gonna jump over here. Then we're gonna kind of do Class Money and Mike performances, get a bunch of alternative angles, then the triangle thing, hard rap. Not rap, but you know. Okay.
Make room, let's go.
Then we can rap. Oh, okay. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, we decided to wrap up the dancers a lot more quicker than expected because we believe one dancer had to leave. Again, this is no problem because as a director, your job is to pivot no matter what. And again, this is not me complaining about anything because stuff happens all the time, so I've just learned how to pivot. So in this case right here, I'm shooting an overhead shot. My goal is to have Mike in class perform while the dancers are shown upside down. So I'm recording an overhead shot of them dancing. This is my reference image, by the way. Only my DP knew what I was going for, but that's the amazing thing about creating art. No one doesn't get it until the final product is out. Shout out to the dancers, by the way. They did such a phenomenal job on set. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for all the dancers. After this scene, we finally wrapped up the dancers and we decided to hurry up and try to get Mike's. When we get on the gimbal, these will be the type of shots we'll be kind of pulling in. Her crawling around.
We're doing Nico solo right now.
Well,
Can you get some shots?
let me see.
Or are you just testing?
Honestly, this is one of the most coolest shots that I've ever gotten in a while. Shout out for my DP Juwan for coming up with this setup. We basically rigged the Black Magic up a C-stand to get this aerial shot of the dancer and Mike. Sometimes when you have opportunities to be different, just take it because you never know what shot you're gonna come up with. I actually had a few people DM me on how we did this, so I hope this actually answered your question. Side note, yes, we used the Black Magic for this one. The Black Magic was our B cam and the red Komodo was our A cam. We also used the Black Magic for overhead shots for the white backdrop as well. Overall, our dancer killed it. Shout out Lito, shout out Nick. You guys always do a phenomenal job. Just want to make that very clear. After wrapping up Nick, we decided to finally get the last few shots that we needed with Mike in class. Also, important side note, have your artists bring shades. I just feel like that's one thing that I feel like I don't have to say, but have them bring shades. I always just tell my artists to just bring shades for anything because I never know when it's needed. So just tell your artists to bring shades. I had both of these guys bring shades just to make sure we killed the scene. I knew I was going for a lot of great looks, and I love when I see light reflecting from the shades because it looks very cool and very intentional. Shout out to my team, Greatest Productions. We killed it as always. Shout out to Class Money and Mike Smith. Make sure to check out Up Down Video Shoot. This was really a great set to document everything for real. Shout out to Keith Diok for capturing everything, by the way. I hope you guys learned a lot from this video, and I hope you guys got my perspective on creating films. I'm gonna have more videos like this coming soon, but you guys tell me what you guys thought about this video. I want to be able to continue to improve and provide way better content throughout this entire year, next year, the year after, and much more. It's your boy Greatest, and I'm signing out. Alright guys, it's officially a wrap on Mike Smith and Class Money. Up, down.